Hey guys, Coach Russell here, SteelyardStrength.com, the number one resource for offensive defensive line training. I'm here at the Steelyard office, just working on a few projects I got going on. Wanted to hit you up with a quick video about do you train heavy all the time? It's part of the program design series I'm going over. Hopefully that's starting to help you out as far as you know what we talked about earlier, what you want to accomplish, and what you need to get done as far as designing that program for your team or even for yourself if you're looking to do that. So today we're going to talk about how to, if we're going to train heavy, um, how many times a week do we do it? What does that really look like? Okay, it's going to be split up into two days. I'm going to do a core lift day and then a accessory lift. So here it goes. So the first thing I want to say, it really depends on what you really believe in. Are you type of guy who wants to train heavy all day, every day, um, or are you the type of guy that really wants to kind of be smarter, make sure your kids are using the right techniques and monitoring how much they're lifting, so periodize and everything. So there's two ways of looking at it. You can do the Bulgarian style, which would be lift heavy ones, heavy doubles, um, every other day or every day, depending on how your body's feeling. Um, or you use like a Western style period. Now the Western style is a little bit off, and that really says you got to block everything off. So hypertrophy work is the first month, strength is the second month, power is the third month. I don't really believe in that. I think you need to continue doing all three phases in your workouts every single month. I don't think that you can take a month of strict hypertrophy work because I believe you're going to lose a lot of strength as far as that goes. But I do believe in how they periodize their program as far as lifting heavy during those strength and power times. Um, so really, here's the answer. Here's my answer. Do you train heavy all the time? At my gym, we train submaximal weights for medium to low reps. So I'll use a 5x5, a 6x3, a 7x2, and then we'll deload, or I'll throw a deload in there some other times. How I learned the Western style was you put the deload in at week 3, and then week 4 is your heavy week, so you get that rest recovery before you do the heavy stuff. That really depends on your kids, I think, because um, it's some kids after that week 3, they're in a routine here of going submax, another submax, and then they just want to continue to keep on getting stronger. That week 3, they kind of go harder than they're supposed to, just because they're full of energy, and that's how I found out it works. But so I switched it to week 4, and I've been messing around with that, just seeing how it works. But as far as the core lifts here, okay, I'm talking about squats, deads, cleans, bench press, military press. Okay, I'm not talking about any single arm. Now, like kettlebell snatch can be used, kettlebell clean and press can be used for beginner lifters. But I'm really talking about the compound movements, so movements that use more than one joint, and all those do. Those are the big five in my eyes. Really, there isn't too many more. Now you can get crazy. I know like West Side Barbell, they use a bunch of different styles of core lifts. But they always use them for dynamic lifts, so they're pretty smart out there. So one thing I want to tell you with these core lifts, don't get fancy with them. Okay, you really just want to focus on the overall strength. You got to keep on remembering what do you want to accomplish. You're probably gonna see on some YouTube video, some crazy guy is gonna put on, I don't know, how much ever weight and do deficit, or not deficit, but rack pulls with 8,000 pounds on their back. Okay, for kids, for younger athletes, high school, you really don't want them pulling that much weight if they've never done it before, or never progressed up into that, because you're putting a lot of tension on them, a lot of stuff that they're not used to. And yes, that is good. Okay, giving them stuff that they're not used to, but when you go heavy, you got to make sure that the technique is right and things are perfect. So otherwise, if you go heavy on these core lifts, you use the bad technique, big possibility of injury. And that's, as a strength coach, that's what we work to not have is the injuries. We're all about injury prevention. It's being smart. You know, it's not about who can put the most weight on the bars. It's about who can be the best player on the football field. So, like I said before, there's two ways you can look at this. You can train heavy all the time, or you can periodize it. And obviously, you need to plan out everything. You can't really just right at the day of, okay, I feel like going heavy this day. Things need to be blocked off, and you really need to think about or plan ahead for your heavy days. Like I said, in my gym, week one, so I go by months. I go, so let's say month one of this training cycle is we're focusing on squatting. We'll do box squats. Okay, so week one we're doing 5x5, 5 sets of 5 on box squats. Week two we'll do 6 sets of 3 box squats. Week three, this is what I've been doing. We'll do 7x2 box squats, and then week 4 is our deload, so we'll do like 4x5 or 4x3, and with about 75% of weight. So, don't be jealous of my Reese's cup. This thing's gigantic. Went to the Hershey factory down in Chicago the other day, and with my fiance, and got had to get that because I love big things. So, but yeah, so okay, going back on how I blocked it off. So I got three days all submaximal. I'll never hit ones because I'm all about, again, injury prevention. I'm all about the long term. Those 1 reps I'll do maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a year. I won't do them every other week. That's not what I believe in, and it seems to be working pretty well with my kids. They're getting stronger. They're getting more explosive, actually. Been pretty excited about that. So one thing you can do, and you should be doing with your core lifts, is adding a dynamic day. So what dynamic really means is just making it more explosive, making it faster, working the speed of the lift more than just the weight of it. And that would be good because you can use around 40 to 50% of your max, and it would really help technique, and then teaching them speed through the entire lift, because that's really what you want. Go back to the physics post I had. You really want to make sure you hone in the speed of everything, because you get that momentum going, and weight starts moving by itself. So the other thing too I want to talk about is rest in between your heavy days. So if you are the type of guy who goes heavy every week, which is fine if that's what you believe in, and you have the methods to back it up, because it's been done. Bulgarians did it forever. They still do it, and they're pretty strong, but they're also steroid. I don't want to throw things out there, but they're not doing it naturally. You want to make sure that you're resting properly. So if you do an upper body day, Monday, and this is the West Style. Actually, Joe DeFranco's follows this. Max upper, I think it's dynamic lower. Tuesday. Then Thursday is the next time they do an upper body lift, and then Friday. So they got 3 days in between each day they work out a body part, and then it's actually a week before they lift heavy weights again. So I've used that before. I think it's a good program. Definitely gets the kids jacked up because they're jumping and running and hitting the weights pretty hard. So now the next one's gonna be about the accessory lifts, because those are pretty important as far as hypertrophy work comes, and training kind of stability and that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that, man. Hope your weekend was great. Turkey Day here pretty soon. I'm pretty excited. In a turkey trot for some charity. I can't remember the name of the charity. I'll have to give that to you tomorrow, but it's downtown Chicago. Pretty excited. So I love turkey. I'm a fat kid at heart, don't worry. Always will be. Peace out. Coach Rustman, CDArchstrength.com.